lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Give me that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? What you don't wanna see more, you wanna see more, but you wanna see sore. Life done slowed you down, your body is acting up, your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed above the track. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. We lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. We lit up, lit up, lit up, lit up. Hold up, y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch my savior. Hold up, give me that touch with my haters.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than by 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-Trade, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me?
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He'll manage to work his forward to the 37. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
We go. Super. Black 20.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just wouldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
4 now.
He'll go play action with Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Not only do they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
180. Value 3. Value 3. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Maverick. What's up?
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. This one caught at the 4. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
That's good. For the Lions. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brown.
Throwing here is Goff. They're called in at the 2. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Cowboys nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. That's down the field for Lamb. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And the Lions are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Prescott's pass.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Tonight. 180.
Now Goff throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Malik Hooker there on the tackle.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on third and 1. They get 16 on that action. Good for a Lions first
It's a
down.
gain of 16 yards. And the Lions first down.
They hand it to Gibbs. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Goff. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action, here's Dak. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. Now a second down throw for Prescott. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Yassin.
vicious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, I'm fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get.
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, we're going to 54.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Prescott now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. All right, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
I think. All right, here we go. Kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Why?
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
Like 20.
Here's Goff. The short throw is going to be pulled in by Furtzer. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Louis. Super.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Out of the gun, Goff. A short one pulled in by Furtzer. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. Throwing underneath, Gibbs has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Like 20.
To throw is Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
180. 11.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Yeah, here we go. Right there, boy. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. Now he's free up the right sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field, and it was a fairly innocuous play call.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 2nd and 12.
Kill.
To throw is Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On for the Cowboys field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 45 yards. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
To the air again, Prescott. An ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
DC. Tiger.
Goff now looking to throw. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Fertzer. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Prescott. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, here we go. Wide 80. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah! Wide 80. Everybody kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here goes the lot. 14. 180.
A final shot before break here. Goff. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions first down.
Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To the air again. Goff. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tiger!
Goff now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. Through the middle of the field. He's on his way. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
To Javonte Williams. A 7-yard pickup.
Now Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Left side to Lamb. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
180.
Back to throw. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
Now Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Maverick. Hey, Shell. Hey, 76. What's up?
There's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Lions first down.
Hold on.
A gain of 7.
Now it's Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
180. Maverick,
Throwing now. Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Anthony Ferkser from 4 yards out. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Hey, Shell. Turbo.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. This looks like a free play for Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Auburn now for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Goff going to throw it. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
We go to the
Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
We're good. We're good. We go.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Denver. A run with the Central Florida prominent R.J. Harvey. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Again, it's Harvey. There he goes. Inside the 30. And he will score! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Listen. Come on. I quit. 4 down. Value 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. On play action, Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
Kill. Hold on, set.
Working the middle, that's Harvey. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
Hutchinson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
11. Hold on, set. Ready.
They send Sutton in motion. 2nd down. Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. To the goal line and in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
14. Lions nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Goff. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Broncos have it. A big effort for the defense to come up not only with the fumble, but a very good return. And the offense, Greg, is in business. It's 1st and goal.
Great awareness, Mike, by the defender. Not only to secure the recovery, but then to turn into a runner. Thought he was going to score for a minute, but either way, His offense now is in prime position, first and goal, hoping to capitalize. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll get this out wide, and he'll take this one in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. Lutz for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. On first down, it's gone. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
One quarter in the books. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it. 2nd down and 2.
We go to the 2 for 1. 180.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
That's good for our Lions.
We go 76. 76.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Lions.
A run here with Gibbs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Alex Singleton, they're on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Hey, kill. Rick Flair.
Off to throw on first down. That one out wide to Gibbs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's gone. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Bombers. Hold on a second. Ready?
A first down throw for Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the Lions are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
Goff to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold them on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
180. Too low. Hey, 76. 76.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll go play action with Goff. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Isaac Tesla was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
180.
On 4th down, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'll tell you what, Mike. There's being aggressive on 4th down, and then there's being really aggressive on 4th down. They weren't just trying to get an inch past the sticks. They were going for broke, but hey, when you have trust in your quarterback and your downfield weapons, I don't blame them.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got it at the 3. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Louis.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. T.J. Watt up to make the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Go.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Super 1.
Now Goff. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
So they decide to be aggressive there on 3rd down, Mike. Now the question is, do they maintain that aggressive style on 4th down, or do they decide to punt? It's going to be a really interesting play call here as it brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Goff. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling.
Into space. Inside the 30. And he will score. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Here's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to let him punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll pull up here, first and 10. Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
Now, Goff. That's cut. It's Isaac to Slav. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Throwing here is Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Teslav. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. He's going to have a Lions first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Great Greenlaw in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
A second down throw for Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Throwing, Goff. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Nix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And this one blown up. Good serial. Drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. On 2nd down, Goff. And he will score. Game on. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Man in motion is Ingram. On 4th down, here's Mix. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
Go, slow, let's go. Ric Flair.
Goff to throw on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Got his man at the 6. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
What a finish there to get the touchdown, but of course the job's not done, and this is where the defense needs to regroup, Mike. It's one thing to give up the touchdown, but now you're still one stop away from being the hero. They got to dial in, get their best defense called, and somehow find a way to keep them in the end zone.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Go, go.
Handoff now for Harvey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Nick's going to keep it on the zone read. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Couple of runs stopped behind the line. And now it's 3rd and 17. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big 1st quarter lead, did not look back. As